Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and today it's time to have a look at a new game called Startup Freak. This is a nice little tycoon game I've been playing the past few days. I've actually been lucky enough to get an early copy by the developer, so thank you very much for that. Today it should also be released for you on Steam, so in case you're interested you will find a link in the description, as usual. But without any further ado, let's just dive into the game and see what it is about. As we can see, we are going to start up a company, and of course we are the CEO of it. Your company can be a photo sharing service, a music streaming service, or an analytics platform. Now for this video we're gonna take the photo sharing service. This is the easiest option, but also I do have a vision for a photo sharing service. The name of my company is gonna be Nathagram. It's like looking in a freaking mirror, I have to say. These are our stats. We can change them if we want to, but of course at the cost of others. I'm just gonna leave this balanced as it is. So let's begin our adventure. Here we are, this is my little company. We are starting with 50,000 cash. Right here we can see what our current mission is. Down at the bottom we have the backlog and we also have some mail. The first thing we need to do is we have to open up the backlog. Now in here you're going to build so-called features, you're going to build security systems, etc, etc. Think of this like the blueprint system, the technology behind your service. So the first thing we have to do is we have to build a feature. So let's click on this button and we can either choose a left or a right click. Left click is gonna give us a design feature and a right click is gonna give us a development feature. Or maybe it's the other way around, I kind of forgot. Now for our first feature, the two components should be enough, so we're gonna add this to the sprint. A sprint is basically a turn in the game, which represents 1 week. Now there's also other things we can add to the sprint. You can see we have 8 slots. However, we only have one person, myself, working in the company at the moment. So the more we add, the slower everything goes. However, what we definitely want to add is this first option right here, the infrastructure. This is going to unlock a whole bunch of things. So we're just going to add this to the sprint as well. And we're going to work on these two things, one feature and one technology. We can close this and it's time to actually do our first sprint. We can see the two options we have chosen, and if we go ahead and let 1 week pass, then we've made some progress. Now it wasn't quite enough to actually finish this, so let's sprint one more time and one more time. So after 3 weeks, no, actually it was still not enough. So after our first month, we have the first feature. Good, let's have a look at our tasks. We can see we now have 1 of 3 features we need, and we also need level 1 infrastructure. We are already working on the infrastructure right here, so all we need is 3 more features. I'm gonna add 1 feature right here, and I also wanna make sure it is well balanced between design and technology. We're gonna add that to the sprint. We're gonna add yet another feature right here, I would say, something like that. And then the third one we can add as soon as we have added these 2 features. The reason I'm doing a pattern like this is gonna become apparent in just a second. So let's do our next sprint. We need to watch our money, of course. We're gonna lose some, as long as we don't have a product to sell. Alright, we achieved infrastructure level 1. I'm actually gonna leave this right here until we have reached level 3, because I'm gonna need that, and you will see for what once we come to the servers. Let's do a couple more sprints until we have the 2 features finished. Come on, and there we go. Our first milestone has been reached, and we are now in the pre-launch phase. So we basically developed the system for the Nathagram company. It's also gonna include an app, by the way. We need level 1 in any sales or marketing strategy. We also need to spend $1,000 on marketing. We need to rent a server and we need to set up some pricing. So let's actually go ahead and do that. Right here we have the pricing. So think of this like a subscription to your service. Now our competitors are charging an average of 25 per month. So I think we're just gonna go with 24 and see what happens. And we're just gonna go with the basic plan. Later on, we're gonna have different types of subscriptions. We also want to rent a server, and of course we can do this right here with the symbol. At the moment, only North America, or just one actually, is available. We can actually switch where we want our servers to be. But for the time being, we're gonna go with North America, because this probably has the most potential. We want to rent a server. At the moment, we only have the Ninja. In order to be able to rent better servers, we need better infrastructure levels, as you can see. But let's go ahead and add this Ninja server. We also can only add one server for the time being. We need to research this ability in the topology. Right here, once we have infrastructure level 3, we can go ahead and add multiple servers to the data center. Okay, what else is left to do? Of course, the marketing. Let's go ahead and have a look in here. We want to research one of these strategies. The marketing currently is not visible to us, so we definitely have to go with something that makes sense. Now, Nathagram, I think, is gonna benefit the most from social media campaigns. So let's go ahead and add this to the mix. We're gonna research level 1, and this is gonna open up a couple of possibilities for marketing. I also want to add one more feature actually right here. So let's go ahead and do that. So this ring is completed. We're going to add this to the sprint, and this should be enough work for Nathan for the time being. So just going to complete a couple more sprints like so. The feature is completed, and we also have the social media thingy-majingy at level 1. This means we can unlock ads for My Face, for instance, or Barker, or Pictasia. So maybe Pictasia ads would be a good thing, but I think My Face ads is what I'm gonna go with. So let's unlock this, and we're also gonna spend $1,000 on it. Now we have completed all the conditions, which means we can launch our platform, our product, our service. Nathagram is online. So I think in terms of strategy, I also want to unlock SEO and search ads. This could be a good benefit. And then the Pictasia ads, I really want to try that out. But we might want to do some marketing research in order to figure out what's actually best for our service. Now that we have market research, we have this option here available, the market research. We can use this in order to actually expand the view we have on the market, in quotes. So let's just go ahead and actually double click this. We can add it like so, and then we can choose this area, for instance, and it's going to be uncovered once we have done the research, and we will know a few more things about our product and how people think about it, etc, etc. Another thing we want to make sure is that our servers are actually safe. Our product should be safe. So let's add some security right here, and we can see what squares will be covered by it. I'm gonna add that to the sprint as well. This is 4 tasks to work on. I think enough for the time being. So let's sprint one more time. We now have infrastructure level 2. And we also have a couple of people who have signed up. Actually, so many that our servers are out of capacity. We can see here at the bottom we had 858 visitors, but only 22 actually signed up after visiting. For the time being, there's nothing we can do about the servers. At least some revenue is coming in. You can also see we have a lot more expenditures at the moment. But let's just go ahead and skip a couple more weeks. We can see at the moment we already have 40 users after 1,500 visits. So that's not too bad, but of course they are all complaining about slow service because, well, we just don't have the service for it, and we still need to get to infrastructure level 3. So let's just go ahead and skip a couple more weeks, 2 more, and we have another feature completed. We also have our first bug, so that's something we have to work on. Maybe we could add a couple of test features in order to prevent this from happening. If I add a feature like that, for instance, then we have this guy here, save, and probably only this block here. But everything else we add around this test area should be less likely to get bugs, I presume. Let's just add it to the sprint. We're working on the bug level 2 social media. That's not too shabby. And our first market report has come in. So we can see a couple of stats about our features, how many bugs we have, etc, etc. Also, we can see what kinds of marketing strategies work better. So cold emails will attract a larger number of visitors than cold calls. So if we want to go for outbound marketing, then cold emails would be what we want to use if we spend more than 40,000. Last but not least, we can see a suggestion about our pricing. So the price of our basic plan is getting close to where it should be, but it is a little bit too high. So maybe that is something we can address. Let's check the pricing here. It's a little bit too high. We want to add maybe 21 in this case. Let's also go ahead and actually add a couple more plans. We can hit the plus symbol twice. Actually, there are 3 options. So let's go ahead and call this advanced or something like that. And then the third tier would be the Pro. No, actually, let's do Ultimate. That's better. Now we're gonna increase the price of each of these subscriptions by $10. Why the heck not? So 41 for the last one, and we shall see what happens with that. Also, servers. There's really nothing I can do about this for the time being, unfortunately. Well, actually, we can already add a better server since we have the infrastructure level 2, so at least that. But it's probably not going to be enough still. We have a bug fix and another feature in place. Look at that. The market research, of course, has revealed some area here. And we can also a feature that is in high demand. So that is something we could try to build in the near future. Before we do that, though, let's add more market research. And I want to reveal this area here as well. Another thing I guess we could do is add yet another feature. I want to add a little more of a complex feature in quotes, and that is by adding 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I guess that's good. So we add 2 features with 4 blocks each. Let's add one more like that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Add to sprint, and that should be good, hopefully. Good. Time to do some more sprints. Hopefully we're gonna get to infrastructure level 3 soon. You can see also this server is not doing very well. Let's have a look at our pricing. We can see, yeah, there are also users for our advanced and ultimate, and we are already making a little bit of a plus here every week. Look at that. The numbers here are actually going up, I believe. Just a few more sprints. We have another market research done. Basic plan is way too high. Okay, let's go with 15, I think. Yeah, let's go with 15, 25, and 35. Maybe that is going to help with the subscriptions a little bit. Also, my face ads will attract a larger number of visitors than newspapers and magazines. Well, that is logical for a photo sharing service. Let me see, we have social media level 3. We want to have one more level, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, requires social media 4. However, we do have a higher budget. Yeah, let's just wait for the servers. It's no use. Add more budget if we don't have the capacity for the people. So one more sprint and this is done. We finally have infrastructure level 3. So let's open up the topology right there, and we want to research the load balanced immediately. We also want to add a better server, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. The Concorde is the next one. This has a much higher capacity. Next up, let me see. The features are still not done. We can actually wait with researching more of that for the time being. What else would we add? Maybe more market research. We want to unlock this feature completely, so that we can benefit from it. So I'm gonna do some more market research, and we want to make sure that we uncover the rest of the tiles here. Also, maybe we can add yet another feature here, and also feature upgrades. Actually, that is something I almost forgot about. Let me think. That is actually not what I want. I want to add a performance upgrade right here, I think. Yeah, that could be fitting. And then we slowly creep our way towards the south here. We can also see here on the top how our features are performing. Overall feature rating isn't that good. If we click on here, we can see what we have to improve. So it depends on the count, upgrades, performance, design tech balance, and bug count. So I guess we could use a couple of feature upgrades. Looking at those here at the moment, I think we might already have some market research on it. So if we just check these, we can see liked less than adaptive UI. So adaptive UI right here could be the thing to go for because it is liked more than improved error handling. Yeah, let's just upgrade our features with that, the adaptive UI. This is gonna take a while, so let's just go ahead and do the sprints. We got 2 features completed, which means we're gonna add some security to these guys. We're actually now making a substantial plus and also completed the load balance. Okay, so now we can see the server is slightly overloaded, or it's at its limits, and we have researched the topology thing, so now we can add a second server. And I think a Super X10 is gonna probably do the trick, though let's add another Concorde, to be honest with you. And what we're then gonna do is have a look at the marketing, and we're gonna spend a couple more bucks in my face ads. But then soon enough we can also unlock the Pictasia ads, and SEO and search ads is another thing. So that's inbound marketing. Let's go ahead and research some inbound marketing as well, right there. We can see testing at the moment is very bad, so I think it couldn't hurt to add a couple more of these testing features, just to make sure that people are happy. Okay, thinking about it, we might actually want to add another member so we can do the work a little bit faster. Of course, you can hire people, you can also get investors. One feature complete, I like to hear that. Let's actually have a look at that. It is the performance feature. So we could add another feature that now slowly creeps down to this guy here. Let's add a complex feature with 6 pieces to it. Yes, that's gonna take a while. After a few more weeks, some features are completed. That's great. The testing features, and we can see this now has gone up substantially. So we like to hear that. Level 1 inbound marketing has been completed. So we are going to remove that from the sprint. And in the marketing, we want to unlock SEO and search ads. We're gonna invest $1,000 in that as well. Good. Let's do one more sprint. Maybe we can unlock level 4 social media soon. We have done another market research. And our basic plan is close, but it is still too high. Still freaking too high. Let me see. Yeah, we're probably too high with this one as well. So let's go ahead and do $11. I mean, how much do you want to spend on a photo sharing service, to be honest with you? Let's do that. Lowering the price, I mean, if we get more customers, then we're also good. Look at that. Both of our servers are already full. We're gonna add yet another one, just like that. What is the milestone, actually? Yeah, we need 8 more features to our plan. What are we working on at the moment? We could add a couple more things right now. Let me see. I want to add another feature here. Something like that. I don't have the space for it here. Yeah, we need to do a little bit more marketing research here on the top. But what we could do is add more performance features. So turn around, something like that. Add to sprint, we're gonna add more performance things right there. More performance right here, people love that. And I guess that is gonna be good for the time being. Let's develop all of that. Oh, level 4 social media, totally missed that. That means we're gonna unlock Pictasia ads. That just sounds like it's gonna help us. And we're gonna spend 2,000 on that. Let's see how many more users we can get with that. The servers are overloaded once again. That is good news, good news. We're gonna add yet another one. We have 699 users and we're making 16,000 revenue at the moment. If we have a look at some statistics, we can see that 68% of our people came from MyFace ads. So maybe if we sprint for one more week, then we can already see some statistics on Pictasia. Oh, not good. But maybe this is gonna grow after some weeks. One thing I want to remove is actually the social media thingy-majingy. We want to do some more market research and we wanted to do it right here. This is important to unlock. Yeah, there we go. Now maybe it's actually time to get a couple of investors in the joint. If we have a look at the people here, for instance, I can have a couple of candidates here and they all cost a certain amount to hire. So I think I have to pay her 60,000 a month. I'm not sure. That doesn't make sense. Maybe a year. But as a matter of fact, they are just freaking expensive. So what we could do is do some research in that regard. We can actually make the people better here. We can have more people for hiring. So there's going to be more choice, or we can make the candidates better. What we can also do is we can seek investors and we can have some office supplies to keep people happy. So I guess one thing I want to do is get an investor in the joint and also the office furniture. Before we hire anyone, we need a coffee machine. There we go. One more feature is completed. It's actually the long one here. So we can now add this desired feature right here. And I think that is a good idea. And it automatically gets added right here. So we're working on all the stuffs right now. Performance features are done. How many features? 16 of 20. So I guess let's add a couple more performance features then. We can add one more here, turn around, add to sprint, and one more right there. We already researched a couple of things. We now have an investor and we also have the furniture level 1. So if we have a look in here into the furniture category, we can buy, for instance, a coffee machine. Oh yes, this is amazing. But let's do the fridge first. Then we're gonna do the printing machine and the coffee machine right there. Perfect. What else do we want to work on? I think our branding could use some stuff. Now that we have a successful company with almost 1,000 users, we need a proper logo. Let me actually have a look into the marketing. Do we want to unlock something in this category? Traditional media I don't think is going to help us. Maybe events. But we don't know much about the events just yet. Newspapers and magazines doesn't work. Blog posts also not good. Cold emails. I just doubt that this is gonna help us. How are we doing? Pictasia still just 1%. Let's do a couple more sprints and have a look at the Pictasia thing again. Of course, market research is done. The price ultimate plan is getting close where it should be, but it is too low. Okay, that's good to hear. Let me see. Do we have any bugs? No, we don't have bugs, but we want to change the pricing here. Is a bit too low. So let's go to 35 then. I'm gladly hearing that. Look at that, how many users we have. Let me have a look. Yeah, the servers are once again out of capacity. It's insanity. I'm gonna install 2 more servers. Maybe we can even... No, we cannot activate 2 regions at once. We might be able to do that. Yeah, multiple active data centers with multiple servers, but we need infrastructure level 6. So maybe we keep on working on that. Another thing I want to do is these 2 features for sure. So let's go ahead and open that up. I'm just gonna add another feature here. Let's do one with 4, something like that. Add to sprint, and after that we can do these 2 and add another security feature here. Good. Do more sprints, and actually maybe let's go ahead and search for an investor. Look at me. Oh man, it's really like looking in the mirror. This button right here is for the investors. So at the moment we have Ghislaine Garcia, or oh man, I totally butchered that name. Bonus, +1 skill for all current and future employees. The skill depends on the investor's profile. Well, let's just go ahead and begin investment pitch. Why the heck not? We need to select her, of course. And there we go. We can do now a presentation in order to convince her to actually give us her money. Isn't that great? I just love how they implemented all of these parallels to how it probably would go down in some way. So we have all of these slides at our disposal, and now she advises startup founders to take timely payment of employee salaries very seriously. She's a big fan of the original Tron film, whatever that means. So a couple of these slides she's gonna like, and others she doesn't like. Some I think are also neutral, and we only have a limited amount of slides we can show her in order to get her mood above this line, basically. What we can do is we can sacrifice 1 attempt in order to eliminate a couple of things. So maybe let's do that. We're gonna hit the question mark, and now we can see 2 of the symbols have gone. So those 2 she didn't like anyways. Let's maybe try sales and marketing and see how she reacts. Okay, she didn't like that at all, so unfortunately. What else could be useful for her? Information technology, security maybe? Infrastructure or feature? Let's go with infrastructure. Sorry, what? She doesn't like that either. Let's do a business model. Oh no, we're doing a really bad job here. Maybe finances. Okay, that could be one thing that is related to what it says here. Finances, and yes, she does like it. It is awesome. Okay, so we already know that, but we can't show the slide over and over again unless we have shown something else before. Let's do branding. Maybe she likes that. She doesn't like branding at all. A recruitment maybe. That is a little bit better. We can get her above the green line. Let's do finances now one more time. You can see we are getting closer. And now we have 2 more attempts left. So maybe let's do information architecture. Yeah, there we go. And now with 1 more finances, we should be able to get her above the green line. Perfect. And now she is giving us an offer of 389,000 for 18%. So she's gonna own 18% of our company if we agree to this. Now we could bring this up a little bit if we wanted to. Maybe let's try to get her to 400,000 and then lower her to 16% or so. So we're gonna do the counter offer. She's gonna think about it and give us her final answer. So we're gonna accept that offer and get her money. So let's leave this place, and with our new money, we're actually also gonna hire a new employee. Now, before we do that, maybe we can improve our employees, though at the moment everything is full, so that's not going to be a thing. We're just going to have to choose someone from here. We have sales and marketing level 1, so she's really bad. We have development level 4, that's not too bad. Sales and marketing and development. So a candidate with actually 2 skills, that's why she's much more expensive. Now, sales and marketing could be useful because we want to do some more market research, so she could be handy for that, but for everything else, she's not going to be handy. Development is actually my skill. Nathan is going to be good at that. Yeah, so maybe this is not the best time to actually hire. We need to invest some time in upping these two, company PR and also job advertising. So let's continue sprinting for a couple more weeks. I mean, at the moment we are making a plus, right? How are our servers doing? Well, okay, everything in the green. And there we go. That's another 3 features completed. I'm taking that. Thank you very much. That means we now have the capacity for these 2 things to progress. Level 1 branding. That's great. I'm actually gonna get rid of that and we're gonna change our branding into something that we can take seriously. For instance, oh geez. Let's just do that for the time being. And there's gonna be more visitors. At the moment we are at about 6,000 visitors per month and this gave us 1,000 users. Very nice. Level 1 job advertising and level 1 company PR already done. Let's bring those to level 2. Congratulations, we actually have completed the first milestone. So we did get a couple of things, more features, etc. The next milestone is 50 features and a monthly revenue of 200,000. We have 23,000 at the moment, so that's a long ways to go. Let me see, we want to add a couple more features here. A test feature, then a performance feature. We want to add this feature and this one here. No. The sprint is already full. That's fine. Level 2 job advertising. I think that should be enough. We can get rid of those guys and maybe now we can hire a proper candidate. Not too shabby. Maybe let's do design, level 5. I like that. Antoine. Sensitivity 6 of 10, attitude 1 of 10. He's got a bad attitude. So maybe Deborah is gonna be better. I think the more they have in here, the better, right? Or sensitivity, if you have 10 of 10 sensitivity, what the heck does that mean even? Let's just hire her, why the heck not? There we go, she's now in the office, I love it. Also, actually, something we can do is we can click on our image here and we can train for 2 sprints in order to actually get better at development and stuff. So maybe that is something we ought to do. And there we go, after 2 sprints, my development skill is now at 4. Not too shabby. Come on, features, be completed. This is taking forever. 3 features, of course. We also have a couple of bugs we need to take care of. And now this feature is completed, so we are taking care of that one. Maybe now it's time to do some more market research, to be honest with you. So I will uncover whatever the heck is here. Let's also have a look at our subscriptions. They dropped a little bit, so maybe this is too expensive now. Maybe let's swap this to 31. And this one here, we're gonna swap to 9. Should be good. Apply. Look at that. Instantaneously, our subscriptions went up once again, so that's good. If we look at this, we now have more users again and more right here, making more profits. Let me actually train up one more time. Nathaniel ought to be really good. Wow, look at that. Total users, 1,500. This is insanity. Insanity. Let's do another Concord server right there. And what else can we do? Maybe we can do something else in marketing. We could, let me see, what is Pictasia doing? Really, really badly. So maybe we spend more in MyFace. Let's only do 1,000 in Pictasia and we're gonna up MyFace to 5,000. We're gonna up SEO as well. But for that, I need another point in inbound marketing. So let's go ahead and research that. Holy cow, what is up with the bugs? That is not good, not good. We need to add security features. One right here, for instance, and another one right there. Good, good, good. Okay, guys, work on that. Work on that. We got infrastructure level 4. Actually, does that mean we have a better server available? We have the Fuchsia. So we have a maximum load of 10,000 here instead of 18,000. But the Fuchsia has a better memory. We could add a couple of Fuchsias like so, for instance. And then we get rid of this one and see how it performs. Inbound marketing level 2, so we can get rid of that. And oh my freaking gosh, what's up with the bugs? Let's do some more SEO and search ads. Market research is done, getting close, but it is too low. My ultimate plan is too low, but I did get a whole bunch more users, man. Let's do 34 maybe. And also this one, if we put this to 19, I'm sure we get more users. I mean, let's observe this. We have 573 at the moment. If we do one more sprint and check this again, Let me see, 477. So definitely that didn't help. So let's go ahead and do 29 actually. I want more users. Also, the servers are doing great. That's good. And there we go. Yeah, the users are going up again. I like that better. We're making much more profit, even if the prices are too low. What are we working on? Bucks. Plenty of bucks, and we still have infrastructure. That's good. Let's go ahead and do another investor thingy-majingy and also another furniture and social media. I guess that's good for now. I want to keep on doing the marketing research. We want to unlock everything that's black, basically. And also this feature, we can now finally build it. Level 2 office supplies, we can get rid of that and that. Let me actually have a look at those office supplies. Oh, we could actually rent a better office. Let's do a water cooler, actually. Water cooler right here. Why the heck not? And we keep on going. We are soon done with our first upgraded feature. If we have a look at that, this is now completed. And I think this was a really good feature to do. Let's try to find another one we can work on. Forward compatibility is something people seem to like, so I'm gonna add that. We are taking care of more bugs, and I guess maybe with the testing feature we could prevent more bugs from happening. Let's add a test feature right there. We're gonna add that to the sprint, and maybe a security feature right there. Could be good, yeah. Oh, our servers are full once again, so that means it's time to add the Lost Concord servers. I'm gonna add all 3 of them actually. 3 features completed, I love to hear that. That means we're gonna work on some more features right here. Let me add, actually let me do this differently. Feature, I wanna add something like that. Yes, add to sprint. We're gonna add a security feature as well. And then I'm gonna add one last feature in order to get to this one, though we can probably not quite build it yet. Cool. Yes, people, work. Actually, let me train for some more time. Both of my people are gonna train for 2 turns, so nothing is gonna happen, but they're gonna be more efficient after that. Market research is done. Yeah, the ultimate plan is still too low, they say, but I do have 702 users, so just shut up and let me do it. Maybe it's also time to invest some more stuff in social media, to be honest with you. I think I'm gonna research more of the social media stuff. How much can we spend? We can actually spend more cash in my face ads. Let's just spend something like that, 6,000 at the moment. This still leaves us in the plus. Okay, there we go. We have more features completed, 33 of 50 actually. Can we do that one? No, not yet. We have to do another market research, and we're gonna unlock hopefully all we need for this one. Like that. Should be good. Actually, let me do this differently. Let me do that, like so. Yeah, better. Good. We're also gonna add some more security right there, and probably here somewhere. Yeah, this cannot hurt. And that leaves me with a full sprint. We finally reached infrastructure level 5, which is great. That means we can actually unlock a couple more things. We took care of the bugs. What I want is have a look in my servers topology. No, we need level 6 actually for that. Oh well, so this is not gonna happen in today's video, but let me see what we could do to wrap this up. Maybe we are gonna rent another office just to see how it looks like. Office, rent this one here. Oh, what is happening? Stairs up, freak. There we go. We actually can place everything we already had before. I just need to rearrange it. I actually like it. So you now have 2 rooms for your stuff. For instance, I can purchase one more of those. I can even purchase a couch. Why the heck not? Couch goes right here. Great. I love it. Let's also hire another person in this case. Candidates. Design, we already have someone for design, so maybe development and operations. That sounds perfect. Alfred, and you are very expensive, but I'm just gonna hire you. And now we're making a definite minus right now, so let me see. Are we gaining users still? Not many, not many. 820 users right here. So what if we lowered the price a little bit more? Maybe we can get even more users. Ah, well, we shall see. We are working on the bugs. Look at that. The bugs are going away so quickly right now. That's great. So 2 more bugs to take care of. Market research is soon going to be done, so we can work on this feature. And social media level 5. That's also good to hear. We still need to work on infrastructure a little bit, unfortunately. But I guess that is enough to do for my 3 people right now. Yeah, slowly but surely we are gaining on revenue once again. We have 2,500 users. That's great. Let's have a look at some statistics here. Customer acquisition. So sign-ups are 4%. That doesn't sound too bad. Churn is also very, very low. That's really great. And we have infrastructure level 6, which means we can research this one. And after that, we should be able to open up other areas. So that could be interesting. We already completed researching that actually, so let's activate South America as well. And we're gonna add a couple of servers here. I'm not sure how this is exactly gonna work. Let's just add 6 for the time being and see what happens. There is another bug to fix and we're just gonna do it. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We did gain a lot of users, didn't we? 2,800? No, actually not. Yeah, the subscriptions are definitely going up. So let's wait for market research to finish. Actually, look at that. Operations. Since we have this operations guy, the infrastructure is going really, really quickly. So that is something noteworthy. Maybe let's do some more branding. And we're gonna check out some more investors and maybe even gain another level with the furniture. And that means we can also upgrade another feature probably. Here we have another one, liked more than user tutorial, memory usage optimization. So there we go, we're researching that. We had a level 1 security breach early this morning. The scope of the attack is still not clear. So that means we will be losing people. Yeah, less signups and more churns. So yeah, looking at this, I should have spent more time in actually acquiring skills. This operations guy is just doing an amazing job. She doesn't seem to be happy. I mean, you have coffee and everything. What do you want? We have level 4 branding actually, which means we can choose another symbol. Let me see, another logo. We're gonna go with level 4 boost. This one here, why not? This should help us with the visitors again. But yeah, I think I've actually shown you everything there is to know. In case you're unsure about whether or not to purchase the game, I hope you could make up your mind with this. And I also hope you could understand what it is about. But with that out of the way, I think we're gonna wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time, and hopefully I'm going to catch you in the next one. Bye bye.